So welcome to tonight's Bronze Academy training call. This is Aisha Queen from Baltimore, Maryland. I am just opening up the line tonight for everybody who's on here. I'm so fired up and excited about the way that we are growing so quickly as a unit. Like literally, everybody who is actually putting forth the consistency and the efforts to do income producing activity with what you're about to hear tonight is actually making extreme progress every single day. So I'm excited to be able to have you on this platform right here to learn it even more, to go dig in deep into what it takes to actually grow your income, what it takes to actually grow your team. This industry that we are building here, this movement we're building, is something that is going to pay our children's children when you build it solid. And that's what this call is about. It's about maintaining profitability so that you can run this better than your local McDonald's make money, better than your local Subway make money, better than your local gas station. Like the type of money that you're able to make when you work what you're about to learn tonight will be more money than most of us in our family have ever even experienced. So you'll be the reason why your family look at making money different if you apply what we're talking about here. This is definitely recorded, and we're going to share this all over the internet, because think about it. People who aren't on here that you are going to sponsor in the future are going to need this information. So please make sure that your line is muted so that when our superstar comes up to provide this information, this training for us, she's not interrupted. Because there's somebody on here who's not going to want to miss a word that she says, and your background noise could definitely mess that up. So make sure that you're muted, please. I'm excited to have her on here. When I say that she's made 5 figures in just less than 90 days, she hit bronze in less than 60 days. She's on her way to silver. She's growing a team of people that's already making $300 to $1,000 every single week because of a system that, by her efforts, this is where the system actually began. This is where the system was started, initiated by what she did in her first 30 days. We decided to take what she did and make it duplicatable for everybody who wants to win big like we did. So I'm going to go ahead and bring to the line, somebody that you all know. She got a fire in her that is so contagious that her whole team is winning. And we're doing this so that anybody who is missing out can catch up. Miss Antoinette Coit, are you there?
I am here. Hello. Thank you so much, Aisha, for that introduction. I don't think you know how much you've made an impact on me and how much your vision and your leadership has helped me to get to where I am. So I'm very grateful and thankful for you today. So thank you so much for the introduction, and welcome to everybody who has made their way to this training today. I really hope that you guys can hear me loud and clear. Let me turn this volume up just a little bit more. And I hope that I am able to give you some tools and some tips. We chose the name today, the Ultimate Bronze Academy, because I want to be able to facilitate today every single thing that you would need from A to Z to be able to run a successful business with this company from what I've experienced. So most of this is from my own experience with gaining success in the company in such a short amount of time. So I wanted to be able to be a liaison and express and share some of those same things with the team, because I believe that when you can share with the team and help others to grow, it definitely allows you to grow. And when you can be a blessing to somebody else, your blessings overflow. So if you have not already muted your phone, because I do hear some feedback, and as Aisha mentioned, this is being recorded because we are going to share this with others that are coming in. Regardless of which stage you are at in this business building process, this Zoom tonight should be able to help you to be able to grow your business. So again, I'm going to start this off by saying welcome to the team. Welcome to the team. It doesn't matter how long you've been on the team, if you've been here since pre-launch, if you started today, if you started yesterday. I'm going to say welcome to the team because today is the first day of your Vida Divina career. I want you to take everything that you learned today and you'll be able to use all these tools to be successful. So make sure you have pen and paper. Again, make sure everybody's phone is muted. And if you have any questions, please utilize the chat area, and we'll open up for Q&A at the end of the session for all the questions that we have. My hope is that we can get everything crammed in within this 2-hour time frame. so that everybody could leave here and go right to the opportunity call in support of our opportunity call tonight. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into my first topic. I have a ton of notes and things that I wrote here. So bear with me. If you don't see me looking at the camera the whole time, it's because I'm kind of referring to my notes and my keynotes so that I can keep this thing flowing for you guys. So first and foremost, I want to say that regardless of how you join the company, whether you signed up initially with your own money out of pocket, like some of us did, or rather you utilize the copy and paste method. The ultimate goal is to get back your initial $120 as quickly as possible. So in joining, that is always going to be your first goal. Everybody, it has to make a sacrifice at some point in life. And for most people, $120, $300, $600, $1,200 is a sacrifice depending on your financial state and where you are. So our goal in the way that we've created this system is to set up measures and ways for you to be able to receive your $120 back within your first 24 to 48 hours so that you see automatically that you've not only gotten your money back, but you've been able to make a profit in such a short amount of time. And it's possible. That's possible. So the first thing I want to talk on are the two ways that I've made note of how to do that. Okay. So the first way, and y'all want to make sure y'all writing, if I'm talking too fast, you might want to make a key point on your page to say, I'm going to go ask how to go back and repeat this, because again, we want to make sure we get everything in, and then you can come back and re-listen to this because it's being recorded, or you can ask your questions at the end. So the first way that we're finding people have success in getting the $120 back within the first 24 to 48 hours is by inviting 5 to 10 people that you would want to share this opportunity with. Okay. So you're going to invite 5 to 10 people to a Zoom or an opportunity call. As of recent, we've just started doing personal Zoom calls. So Aisha and myself and some of the other leaders are taking time out of our day-to-day to be able to get on calls a number of times throughout the week now, instead of just having you guys invite to a Wednesday or a Saturday Zoom, which is opening up more opportunities for people to get the information immediately, as opposed to having to wait and get it once or twice a week. So within your first 24 to 48 hours, again, it doesn't matter if you started 2 years ago. Today is your first day in your career of Vida Divina. So if you are not yet binary qualified, and if you have not yet gotten to a point where you've sold your first initial 18 packs of tea, because I know some people who started months ago who still have some of their 18 pack, which is crazy to me because it's so easy to sell. However, we're not going to go into that part. If you have not invited anybody at this point to a Zoom or an opportunity call, you have an opportunity to do so now. If you don't want it to be on the group Zoom that is taking place on Wednesdays and Saturdays, now is your time to invite to a personal Zoom. Get with the leader, schedule your personal Zoom within 24 to 48 hours. We will work in the next 24 to 48 hours to do a Zoom once an hour if we have to, for you to get your 5 to 10 personal guests that you're going to invite to a personal Zoom on the Zoom to hear about the company and the products. You have to remember, the company is something that a lot of people would love to be a part of. Point and reason, you're here. You saw something about the company. If it was a Zoom, if maybe a friend just said, girl, you got to get on here. You got to get in the business because I've made this, I've done that. It was something that attracted you to the company. That same thing that attracted you to the company would attract 5 or 10 of your friends. I say X any 5 to 10 people that you come in contact with, or friends or family. Don't necessarily try to pick or choose who to ask. Just ask 5 or 10 people because you never really know who might love this opportunity. So I don't want you to count anybody out to say, no, she wouldn't do this or he wouldn't do this. You never know. So invite 5 to 10 people today. If all 5 to 10 of them say no, which I doubt, invite 5 to 10 more tomorrow within the next hour, or within the 2 hours after that. Within your first 24 to 48 hours, you want to have 5 to 10 people who agree to say yes to getting on a personal Zoom of yours. If you rather them get on a group Zoom, you want to get them on a Wednesday or a Saturday for that. Okay. The second way that you can monopolize and get your 120 back is the 1, 2, 3 success plan. I love it. It's amazing, and it really works. So upon signing up, you signed up for an 18-pack bundle, okay? Within the first 24 to 48 hours, you sell your first 6 packs of tea. You want to go back into your back office immediately and reorder 6 more packs, okay? By the time you've sold your next 6 packs of tea, so now you've sold 12. That next 6 pack of tea, you keep the money. You pay yourself back. So now you've made your $120 back. You still have 6 more packs of tea left that you can make a profit off of. And you also have 18 packs of tea that are coming in the mail that you also are going to make a profit off of. And you've already paid yourself back with
I have to write all of my notes.
The third 6 pack of tea that you have, you either can buy 3 new products if you want to introduce some of your clients who are already trying the tea to new products like the capsules, the liquid gold, the Gano Bites, whatever it is that has intrigued your curiosity or that you've studied or read about that you want to be able to introduce to your clients. Buy 3 more products with the last 6 packs of tea that you've sold. Or you can go in to buy more tea. If you're somebody who has a high demand or request for a lot of tea and you need more than the 18 packs that you purchased when you sold your first 6 and went back in, buy 18 more. And when you get your next 18 bundle, you do it the same exact way, okay? So those are the ways that you see immediate return on your $120, which we want everybody to be able to see. New, old, just coming in, been in. We want you to be able to see your profit because then you kind of appreciate the business more and you're looking for the next turnaround or the next flip to be able to see the profit over and over, okay? So with that, I want to move into the next topic, which is becoming binary qualified within 48 hours. Again, this kind of goes hand in hand with you inviting 5 to 10 people to a call within your first 24 to 48 hours of being in business. To become binary qualified, you're going to go through the same process. You're going to schedule a personal Zoom. You're going to also schedule a home party with your upline within your first 24 to 48 hours. Listen, you have a product that is amazing. Our flagship product, the Vida Divina Detox Tea, as well as these capsules have been proven to work. You want the world to know. You want your friends to know. You want your family to know what great of a product you have your hands on. Why not host a home party? I hear some people saying, well, I need to make sure I buy enough product so that I have enough product on hand for my party. Or I don't know because I don't know enough people that'll come. Until you actually ask people, then you don't know. Don't count yourself out before you do it. There is no need for you to have tons and tons of product on hand in order to facilitate a home party. Remember, you have the YouTube presentation that Aisha was so gracious enough to do for us that many of us use and we share with our clients who can't make the Zoom calls. You could have a home party and put your YouTube presentation on your smart TV and play that for the guests without even having the products there in hand, because the YouTube presentation is going to introduce them to every product you sell. As long as you have a receipt book and you have your computer or access to your back office, you can place the order for whatever you need or collect the money for the orders while the guests are there. And then at the end of the day, go back into your back office and order the product for the guests. If they're there and they can see that you have it, they see that you have a representative whom you've edified to they're making all this money in the company. These are the products that they're making this money on selling. The products really work. People are going to purchase whether you have the product on hand or not, and most are willing to wait for the product to come. So it's not necessary to have a ton of products on hand in order to host a home party. Remember, your home parties is how you get your products in the forefront and how you're able to sell more product. And your opportunity calls is how you get new distributors. And the Zooms is also how you get distributors and introduce your products to people who are interested in seeing a visual of what the product is, as well as hearing the opportunity comp plan at the end of the Zoom. So you get the best of both worlds with the Zoom. Again, you have your opportunity calls when you want to get your distributors. You have your home parties when you want to sell a bunch of product or introduce your product. And then you have the group Zooms on Wednesdays and Saturdays where you can get the product out there to people as well as show them the opportunity as well on the back end, okay, with the comp plan. The next thing is inviting to Zooms and opportunity calls, because I know a lot of people do not always know how to do that. In inviting, you simply have to let them know the benefits of being able to hear of an opportunity as such. So when you want to invite somebody, you're not going to say, hey girl, just listen to this real quick. That might not do it. Like, you have to give somebody some value so that they want to listen to, or they want to watch an opportunity, a Zoom, or listen to an opportunity call. A thing or something that I've used in the past is going to somebody who you know may be business minded, who you know may do well in this business, and say to them, hey, Catherine, I value your opinion. I think you are a great person. I think you're very well-rounded and business-minded, and I think you'll think the same of this opportunity as I had. Do you think you have a moment tonight between 9 and 9:20 to give me your opinion on something? I would love for you to listen to this call. Catherine, 9 times out of 10 is going to be like, oh, sure. Like, you know, what is it about? I don't want to ruin the surprise. Like, you have to hear it to believe it. It is so amazing. It's something I've gotten my hands on, and I think you'll appreciate it just as much as I do. And before you know it, you're sending Catherine an opportunity call, and Catherine is going to call in, because now Catherine wants to know what it is that you're so excited about, that you've brought to her attention, that you think that she'll do well at. And when Catherine hear all the same things again that you heard, which is what got you on the call in the first place, Catherine is going to say, you know what? I think I do want to be a part of this, especially when she hears the enthusiasm that God gives on these calls, the comp plan that Mr. Armand, this phenomenal comp plan that he's came up with for us to be able to take advantage of. Almost everybody that gets on those calls are intrigued, and they want more. They want to know more. They want to know how to sign up. They want to know how they can take advantage of a lot of those things that they saw. The same thing goes with the Zoom. If you have somebody, and the Zoom is a little bit easier to invite to, because most of the time as you're posting about product and tea and things like that, you've had people who say, well, what else do you sell? What else do you have? Perfect opportunity for you to plug in them looking into a Zoom. So that's when you say, well, we have a ton of different items and products that you may benefit from. You know, so many that it may take a little time for me to explain. However, if you have a few minutes, we're having this virtual Zoom presentation. It's free. You can view it right from your phone, your smartphone, or your computer. I can give you the VIP link. We really only have space for about 5 or 6 more people. I also say that for the opportunity call too. When I invite people to the opportunity call, they're always VIP. They're always VIP. Even though we know we can get 100 or 200 people on the opportunity call, everybody's VIP. Okay? Listen, I have 7 more. 7 is my favorite number, so I use 7 all the time. I have 7 more VIP spots for tonight's call. After that, it's completely booked. I can't invite anybody else. If you have time tonight at 9, between 9 and 9:20, I can send you your VIP invitation. You send them that picture of the opportunity call that we have. Same with the Zoom. I have about 7 more VIP spaces for who I can invite to the Zoom presentation. I would love for you to take a look at it. That way you can get an explanation of all the products, as well as hear about our amazing comp plan and ways that and other ways that you can order the product, maybe by utilizing my website or things like that. So now they're really intrigued. Oh, you got a website? You fancy, huh? Like, you got all this stuff going on. You have to kind of pull them into it to want to know more. That is how you get them onto those opportunity calls and on the Zooms. Like, it's a way to do it. Like, you just have to know how to word it and have to give them the benefit and let them see that, you know, this is going to benefit you really, really good. I think you'll do really well with this the same way I had. And then they're like, oh, you're doing well with it? Let me hear about this, because maybe this is something that I would like to look into or take advantage of. Okay. So moving on to the next topic I have here is, let me give y'all the dates and times again for the opportunity calls and the Zooms while I'm on that subject. So right now, what we have in place, and this is as of today, the opportunity calls take place on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at 9 o'clock p.m. Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 9 p.m. is an opportunity call. So if you don't have the flyer, get with one of us so we can send you the flyer. So on every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, you should do it every day. But however, on those days that you know that there's going to be an opportunity call, definitely make sure that throughout the day you're inviting to the call. What I also do is I set a reminder in my phone about 8:50 p.m. and it says remind the people about the call, because people forget. They'll get sidetracked and start doing stuff and running errands and forget that you even sent them something at 9 o'clock in the morning for 9 o'clock at night. So I post a reminder at 8:50 to remind everybody that I invited to the call to call into the call. That way you kind of spark their memory. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, thanks for the reminder. I'm gonna go. And you'll get more people who show up on the opportunity call because now you've reminded them. Like, you have to remember that just like we have these busy lives and stuff, so does everybody else. So it's not always that people don't want to come on the call, they forget. So set that reminder for them. Like, as an entrepreneur or a business owner, you have to take responsibility of how your business grows. So if setting a reminder in your phone 10 minutes before the opportunity call is going to help you get somebody on there to possibly become a business partner of yours, set the reminder. So I do that with the opportunity calls and with the Zooms. Now, the Zooms, as of today, right now, they are taking place every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock p.m., Wednesday at 7 p.m., and every Saturday at 1 p.m. So Zooms are Wednesdays and Saturdays, Wednesdays at 7 p.m., Saturdays at 1 p.m., opportunity calls on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays at 9. Next topic is how to sell tea. As simple as this may seem, we have a lot of people who is like, I just can't sell the tea. Like, nobody wants to buy the tea. I'm having issues with selling the tea. The number one advice, or the best advice I can give you as far as being able to sell tea, is to become a product of the product. That is it. That is all. It is almost impossible to keep tea in stock when you become a product of the product. There are tons of creative posts that you can use to announce your personal as well as your customer testimonies, okay? It's easier to get people to buy something that you're using, okay? If you don't believe in the product enough to use it, how are you going to get somebody else to believe in the product enough to buy the product from you and use it as well? The best course of being able to sell the tea, for those who are having trouble selling the tea, if you have not used the tea, you have to become a product of the product first. It's not going to hurt you. Do a 1 week supply, take a before and after picture, take a beginning scale picture. I love the scale pictures because those are like the most accurate, or the most, those kind of go over well with people, because they're like, okay, I can see that, those are her feet if she says they're her feet. And then they see the picture one day saying 200 pounds, and then they see it a week later saying 190 pounds. Like, it's almost hard to argue that it's not you and you haven't lost 10 pounds within that week. I also encourage you to use a combo every day for a month. Make the sacrifice, especially once you've already gotten your 120 back that you've put into the business, and you're already selling your second. You've already sold your first 6. You bought 18 more packs. You've sold your second 6. You've put that 120 to a bill or in your pocket, and then the third 6, use that to invest in yourself. Buy something that you can take or use as a combo. Buy Life, buy Adam, use it with the tea. So that way you now have a testimony on more than just the tea. So once you start selling your tea and you have a client come back to you and say, oh my God, the tea was amazing, what else do you have? I saw somebody else who may be in partnership with you post about fat burners. Then you can speak to the fat burners because you've tried them. You have to be versatile. You have to, at least, if you haven't tried them, my recommendation would be that you go into the back office and you dedicate some time to look at every product description and to learn what the products are about. Learn what is in the products. Learn what they do for your body. what they don't do for your body, learn how they affect you in different ways or affect people in different ways. Learn the product. So if you're not one of the ones who want to use it, because not everybody want to use every single product. I know I haven't honestly used every single product. I've used some, I've used enough, but the ones that I have not used, I've become an expert on them. One, by reading about them in the back office and the product descriptions, and two, by doing Zooms every single week, twice a week. So you get to learn the products and you can kind of read them and know them forwards and backwards when you, kind of verse them and set them over and over weeks at a time. So that is my recommendation. You won't have a hard time selling the tea if you become a product of the product. Another way to be able to sell the tea is once you sell the tea to somebody, I don't care if it's your first customer that you've ever sold tea to, or it's the customer you just sold tea to today and it's your 1,000th customer. Make sure that you follow up after every sale, okay? After every sale, no matter if it's tea, no matter if you sold a combo for $180, $190 of 2 capsules in tea, or you've sold one of every product you have to one person. Each person you sell a product to, if it's their first time purchasing from you, you should be sending them a support email. If you don't have the support email, you should also reach out to your upline for that. It just makes the sale more personable. You're giving the person your full support. That way you won't run into issues where people are coming to you like, oh, well, I don't want to buy the tea from you because I saw it on Amazon for this much and I can buy it for cheaper. Well, I can get it off of eBay. Because you're going to make your sale so personable that they're going to feel bad for trying to go to Amazon, because Amazon's not going to give them a support email. Amazon's not going to give them a food list. Amazon is not going to be there to answer their questions when they say, oh my gosh, my tea is too dark, or is it supposed to taste like water? Amazon is not going to be able to answer that question and say, yeah, it's supposed to taste like water. Or no, you shouldn't drink the tea, or we don't recommend it if you're breastfeeding or if you're pregnant. Amazon is not going to answer those questions for them. So build that personal relationship with them by sending that support email immediately after purchase. I normally wait until the end of the day at night, and I go through and I send an email to every single person that I've sold to that day, which brings me to the next thing. It is a great idea, if you have not already done so, to develop a spreadsheet. Each of you should have a spreadsheet that encompasses and includes every single person's name, the type of item that they purchased, and an email address for them. I keep that. I house that. I have that for every single person that I've ever sold a product to. And every single time I've sold a product to a new person, each person gets that support email. But it also helps you to keep up with what that person brought. So you know, if I only brought 1 pack of tea, and 1 bottle of capsules, that's only a week worth of tea. And depending on which capsules I got, it's only about a month's supply. So you know, you would follow up with that person within 24 hours, regardless of what it was that they bought, to make sure that you're checking on them and saying, hey, how is the tea going? How are the capsules? Have you started it? Make it a mental note of yours to follow up with every single person within 48 hours after purchase. Because most people don't understand that within 48 hours, they've already seen results. They've already lost 2 pounds. They've already lost 3 pounds. The quicker you can get somebody to see how quick the product works, the quicker or easier it'll be for you to resell them something else or to get them on board. So if you guys notice, there is a consistency of 4 hours and 48 hours. Those are your crucial points when you meet and make these customers. Your crucial hours are 24 to 48 hours. Those are your numbers. Write those down. 24 hours, you need to be getting 5 to 10 people on a call between 24 and 48 hours. You should be checking on your customer that you sold a product to within 48 hours. Because what that does for you also is open the door for you to sell them something else. because they'll see that the tea work. Oh my God, girl, this tea is amazing. I have lost 3 pounds in 48 hours. I just started it yesterday. Oh, that is great. What's your weight loss goal again? What's your weight in your health goal? Well, I'm looking to lose 30. Hopefully I can lose 30. Well, you know what? Now that you see that the tea work, I would recommend this. And boom, it leads you right into being able to sell them something else. And guess what they're going to say? Because you sold them a tea that worked. They see that the tea worked. And what they're going to say to you is, this is amazing. You know, I trust you now. What else do you have for me? So when you come to them with a recommendation in 48 hours and say, maybe you should couple that with our fat burner, because I believe with the tea and the fat burner, you can lose at least another 10 pounds if you be consistent and take both products consistently over the next week. And then they're going to say, oh, wow, really? Well, I'm out of tea because I only bought 1 week's supply from you. I only have a few more days left. So let me go ahead and buy another pack of tea now and some fat burners. Or do you have a special where I can get 3 more weeks of tea, because your fat burners, you said, is going to last me for a month. That's a month supply if I take 2 a day, and it's 62 a bottle. So now I need 3 more weeks of tea to go with those fat burners. So now you see how that's opened you up to a whole new sale with the same person who only wanted to try 1 pack. Because most times you'll get that from people. Oh no, I'll just take 1 pack, or I only want to take 1 pack right now to try it. And if you follow up with them within that 48 hours, I guarantee you, you're going to be able to either sell them more tea or sell them more capsules if you work that sale right. When you let that sale linger on for a week or 2 weeks, they are going to have forgotten what that tea did for them within that first 48 hours or that first week that they first drank that tea. They've forgotten in 2 weeks. It's not as exciting to them no more. You've lost their interest. So now you would have to start over from scratch trying to resell them another pack of tea to get them to restart after they've gone 2 weeks without tea. The thing is to be consistent, to keep them consistently using the products so they can be consistently seeing results. So you can consistently have sales. But in addition to that, once that person has came back and brought more products from you, and you follow up with them again, maybe within 3 to 5 days from the second sale, you now have somebody that is 99% willing to join you in business because they see how well the product works. And then they also see that you've been able to sell them not 1 item, but you've sold them 2 or 3 items within 1 week. They're spending money with you. They know they're spending money. So they know that they can be able to get that same money back if you introduce them to that. You say, you know what, now that you've liked the product and you see how well it works, do you think you would be interested in buying your product at wholesale value moving forward? Make sure y'all write that down. When you have somebody buying more than 1 product from you, the minute you sell to somebody twice, you have a potential partner. Because if they bought it the first time, they used it, they loved it, and they came back to you a second time, you have a potential partner. Make sure that you pitch to them, hey, moving forward, how would you like the opportunity to be able to purchase this product wholesale? What that does now is they're like, okay, I'm for it. Everybody wants a discount. Everybody wants to get something for less than the price that they bought it for the first time. So now you have to pitch how well of a product it is, how good it is, how they're able now to get it at wholesale, and when they buy it for wholesale, how they can make a profit off of sharing their experience with it with somebody else and selling it to them. They are going to be open to doing that because then they're like, well, I know it worked, and you're telling me I can get it for cheaper and I can sell it to someone else and make a profit. Let me hear about it. That is how you get somebody on an opportunity call. That is how you get somebody on a Zoom presentation. Those 24 to 48 hours are so crucial because of that reason, okay? So you got people who, they sell their tea, they're excited when they first join, and then they hit a dry patch. I want to say this to y'all, and I say this in all sincerity, and actually I learned this from Tony, and he's on there. Hey, Tony, thanks for the heads up. I used to be that same person who thought, okay, let me get everybody signed up under me with the $1,200 bundle. Okay. But in all actuality, when you think about it, until we can implement a system that is having the business booming so big that everybody that signs up on a 1,200 bundle with 192 packs of tea can sell out those teas within 24 to 48 hours. That may not be the pitch that you want to do for every single person. Now, granted, if you know somebody and they're like, no, I want to shoot big, by all means, sell them big. Shoot big. Sell them the $1,200 bundle. But if you think about the rationale behind it, and you have somebody come into the business at 18 packs or even a $300 bundle, I'll say go as much as the $300 bundle. And you can show them with these new methods that we've come up with how to get rid of that tea within 24 to 48 hours. Now you have somebody who's going to stick around in the business because they saw how quick and how fastly they were able to get rid of 18 packs or 48 packs of tea versus 192. Let's say you have somebody sign up with 192 pack, and 2 months from now, they still have some of that 109, or next month even. Let's even say from next month, they sign up this month at 192, and next month they still have some of that. Let's say they've sold 40 of the 192, okay, in a month. And next month they still have 152 of their 192 packs. Do you think that person is going to reorder? No. Because they have too much tea and they haven't gotten rid of that tea yet. So you are less likely to have somebody that's going to remain active, somebody that's going to stay motivated under your team, because now they have all this tea and they haven't been able to produce enough sales to get rid of that much tea in that short of amount of time. Versus somebody who you have sign up with 18 packs of tea, and you show them how to get rid of 18, how to follow up with them people, how to get them people buy more tea, how to get them people talking about the tea, how to get them people posting about their results with the tea, selling more tea for you, and then get those people to sign up. Now that 18 packs of tea is gone because now you sold out your 18 packs. Guess what you're going to do? Oh my God, I'm out of tea, or I'm about to be out of tea. I'm using this 1, 2, 3 success method because I done sold my first 6. I know I need to go in and do more because they selling too fast. You're going to have somebody constantly buying tea and going in the back office and reordering and staying active every single month, because at least once a week, they're going to need to go in there and buy more tea if they're following the 1, 2, 3 success plan. So you might want to shoot for $1,200 initially because you want that $600 fast start. However, look at the bigger picture. You want to shoot for that 18 or that 300 because you can get them and you can show them how to push that. You can show them how to flip that, show them how to go back in and keep reordering. And now you have somebody who's staying active every month, somebody who's going in and buying volume and adding volume to you, which is pushing you up and pushing your ranks up. And everybody's constantly adding volume to the system because everybody's active, because everybody's using the 1, 2, 3 success plan and reordering every time you sell your first 6 packs of your 18 pack of tea. Y'all see how that works? It brings you about a better business relationship. You have people that'll stick around longer versus people who get all this tea, they get stuck, they get frustrated because they have all this tea and they can't figure out how to push it and move it. The only way I would see somebody coming in doing that much tea is if they're coming in strictly to build. They're going to come in, they need this massive amount of tea because they're going to just invite to Zooms, they're going to invite to opportunity calls, and they're going to just have people signing up and they're just building a team. So they want to have this 192 packs of tea on hand so that they could be able to front tea, 18 packs, 18 packs, 18 packs as they get everybody else coming in on 18 packs. That's the only way I would see somebody benefiting from having that much tea. So there's times when I have that much tea, but it's because I am taking my tea, and as my team signs up, I'm fronting them 18 packs of tea. I'm fronting them 18 of 48 packs of tea, and I'm having them ship the tea to me so that I get my 18 back first, and then I'll give them the rest of their tea. That's the only reason why I would have those massive amounts of tea. So I have those big lump sums or amounts that I order from the back office, but it's because I'm using that to be able to give people their stuff right away. You have a lot of people that are going to join you in business who want their tea right then and there. They want the tea in hand because they feel like they can sell it better if they have it in hand. So I've learned that to be a method for me. If I have enough tea on hand that I can front some tea to somebody that's wanting to sign up under me today, and she's like, well, I'm going to sign up because I have 12 orders, but I need 12 packs of tea. Okay, bet. You go ahead and sign up. I'm going to give you my P.O. Box address. You ship your initial bundle to my P.O. Box address. You send me your shipping confirmation or your order confirmation showing that you shipped your initial bundle to my P.O. box. Let's meet. Let me give you your 18 packs of tea so you can sell. And guess what? They're going to sell out that 18 packs of tea, and they're going to say, I'm all out. What do I do? So now they already going back into their back office to order more tea, and they haven't even got their first bundle ain't even been delivered to the P.O. box yet. So you have to look at this as a business and how it works business-wise. You can't always go for the big fish trying to get the most money, trying to get these big sign-ups, but then you lose people. The whole object is to keep your people, keep your team motivated, keep your team ordering, keep the volume coming, keep the product moving so that you can everybody can eventually be on autopilot. You don't want to be selling tea hand to hand forever. The money is good, don't get me wrong. I've seen a lot of it, a whole lot of it. In 3 to 4 months, I've seen over $15,000 in hand to hand. Like something that Uncle Sam can't touch because it's untraceable. It's hand to hand, it's profits. However, that is not all you want. You want to be able to build that residual and that binary in the back office. And the only way for you to do that is to have your team constantly ordering and pushing the volume. All of you guys want to get to a point where your account can be on autopilot, where you'll have your back office already working for you and moving and shaking and going from the volume, but you'll also be able to make whatever you want to make on hand to hand. Like, capitalize on all the money. Unlock all of the money that you can get. Don't just settle for the hand to hand. It's so much bigger than that. It's so much bigger than that. Like God says on the opportunity call, BGE come to turn your BGE on one time. They come out and service you one time, but every month for the rest of your life, as long as you want to have gas and electric, you got to pay BGE. Get this business rolling so that you can be on autopilot. You do this and you work and you push yourself and you recruit and you build a team one time so that your binary and your residual can be on autopilot and you'll get paid every month for the rest of your life. Y'all notice when y'all signed up in your application, it said beneficiary. If you don't know, the reason why it's there is because this is a legacy company, meaning when you leave here, if something happens to you today or tomorrow, if you've created enough of a residual or binary so that your account keeps autopiloting by itself, whoever you listed as your beneficiary, in my case, my kids are on there, they are going to get a check from Vida. As long as Vida is standing, I don't see it going nowhere because the comp plan is amazing. My kids are going to benefit from the work that I'm putting in now. So this is not just a company where you're going to see the benefits now, and then over time, if you leave it there tomorrow, it just fades. No, you keep getting benefits from this even after you're long gone. Take advantage of those benefits. Take advantage of that extra income that you can be making. And when I get to it, I'm gonna actually go through a portion where I tell you guys about the back office too. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on because I don't want to run out of time, y'all. Y'all see, I get passionate about this because it's so good. Like, this business has been so good to me. Like, I don't think you guys understand how good it is. Like, it's really good if you work towards it. I know a lot of people get in and they don't want to do the work. But with anything, it requires work. You can't go and open a franchise or a restaurant and say, I want to open this McDonald's, but I want to sit inside the playpen and play with my kids in the playpen, but I don't want to grow my business. I don't want to make sure that I capitalize on customer service and get the customers what they want so they can keep coming back. With anything, you have to work the business first, and then it can autopilot. You got to put in the work first. Like, a business is a business. People think, well, I signed up, so now what? Like, it's not going to come to you. You got to chase it. You got to chase it. You got to chase this dream. You got to make it work. You got to build it up. So the next thing I have on the list is I already hit how to offer new products when you follow up. Make sure y'all do that. The importance of being active. Awesome. I was already in there. So if you are in this business and you're working to become binary qualified, if you're already binary qualified, which means you've already enrolled somebody on your left leg and on your right leg personally to you, you have now unlocked the benefits of being able to receive that residual or binary pay that I was referring to monthly as a result of the volume that's being fed to you, okay? So with that, if you go in and you sign up, let's say you go and sign up 5 people this month. After this call, you're on fire. You like, I got all the tools I need. I'm inviting to this opportunity call. I'm gonna get 5 signups before this month is over with. Okay, at the $120 bundle. Okay, so you're getting $60 for all 5 of these people. That's $300. All right. So you got these people in there, these people doing the 1, 2, 3 success plan for these last 2 weeks we got in this month. They ordering, your volume is picking up, you hitting ranks. You're maxing out. You even got all the way up to silver. We're gonna claim this for y'all, okay? We gonna claim it. Y'all, you up to silver, so you getting a check match now, honey, okay? Take that check match. You up to silver. But guess what you haven't done this month? You haven't placed the order. You haven't placed the order of at least 120 in volume to qualify your own account as being active. You are not considered active until you have placed at least one order yourself for the month of 120 in volume. Everybody needs to understand that you can have that $300 sitting there for your signups. You can have another $700 sitting in your monthly from your volume. But if you fail to place an order within that month to activate your account or to remain active, guess what happens? When the 31st of August comes and you haven't placed the order, it's null and void. You don't get any of it because you weren't active when those people joined you. So we stress the importance of being active, but as an initiative on top of that, if you take advantage of becoming active within the 1st and the 7th of every month, you also unlock the extra 5% of income. Okay, 5% of income you unlock at the if you're active between the 1st and the 7th of every month. Okay, so on top of you getting whatever your monthly is, on top of you getting whatever your volume is going to be multiplied based off of your rank for the volume that you end out at the month, you also get that same volume times 5% because you placed your order between the 1st and the 7th. Now, if you place it after the 7th, you still get something, I believe, a percentage. And you also still get to be considered active for the month, which means you qualify for your all of your sign-up money and everything. But if you don't place anything and all of your volume came from elsewhere and your sign-ups and all of that stuff are there, but you haven't became active, you get nothing. You get nothing for the month. So that's why we emphasize the whole idea that you have to be active every single month because you don't want to miss out on that money, okay? And the way to remain active is to follow the 1, 2, 3 success plan. That means at some point in that month, you are going to be ordering some tea because you're going to run out. You're going to sell 6 packs and you're going to order tea. You're going to sell 6 more and you're going to pocket the 120. You're going to sell 6 more. You're going to buy 3 more products. You're going to sell them products. You're going to do it all over again. And I keep repeating it because I don't know how else to say how great the 1, 2, 3 success plan is. If you take the time and say, remember, in business, most people don't see a profit for 3-5 years down the line. If I go and open a Chick-fil-A franchise right now, I can already expect to see a profit for 3-5 years down the line. So I already know I'm kicking out money, but at the end of the day, in 5 years, I'm going to be able to see my money come back. You see how fast you get your 120 back in this business? Everybody's looking to get the money back, which is fine. But if you take the time to say, I'm going to say, all right, I'm not worrying about what I make, how much I make. I'm going to take the next 30 to 60 days and work the system. I'm going to do exactly what they told me to do. I'm not going to worry about no profit. I'm going to just sell. I'm going to do the 1, 2, 3 success plan. I'm going to keep selling. I'm going to follow up. I'm going to do everything that they're giving me for 60 days, and I'm not going to look up. I'm going to just keep my pedal to the metal, feet to the ground. I'm going to work this system for 30 to 60 days, okay? And then after that, I'm going to look up and see what my account look like. I'm going to see what it look like. I'm going to see what I did. I guarantee you, you'll be like, wow, how did I do that? Like, wow, that's amazing. You'll see the growth if you work the system for 30 to 60 days. Don't worry about profit. Don't worry about what you're going to get out of it. It's going to come. It's going to come automatically. It's going to be there. Work the system for 30 to 60 days and see what you come up with. Moving on to the next topic, understanding the ranks and the points needed for each rank. Everybody should have received by now a print of the ranks and how they look. And I actually probably should have pulled this up before now. Bear with me for a second, guys. I'm gonna try to see if I can email it to myself and pull it up and hopefully it comes through clear for you guys to be able to see it. You should be able to see it momentarily. I'm going to share my screen in 1 second so that you guys can see that. Sorry, give me 1 second because this is part of the presentation. I should have had this up. The ranks. So understanding the ranks and how this benefits you as far as your percentages and things are concerned. So I just got the email. Give me a second. I'm gonna pull this up real quick, and then I'm gonna share my screen with you guys so you can see what I'm saying. Each month, you get volume. When you end the month with your volume, it'll qualify you as being at a specific rank. Okay, so for instance, somebody just joining is normally considered like the preferred customer. Okay, somebody else who has joined but they have at least 120 in volume on their legs is considered. I'm sharing the screen now. You guys should be able to see what I'm seeing. Somebody else who is considered a qualified affiliate would have 120 points. Apprentice 300 is the minimum for the leg, so on and so forth. So understand that as you order, as the volume that your team orders is filtered to you, it pushes you up to certain ranks. Okay, as you go up in the ranks, the progressive base binary pay is based off of your rank. So at the end of the month, whatever rank of current volume, make sure y'all write this down because I actually had this conversation with Vida headquarters maybe 2 days ago because I was like, why is this different from this and this is different from that? So take this down, write it down, okay? Your rank is determined by the amount of current volume for the month that goes on to add to the volume that you're paid out at the end of the month. Okay, for instance, lab that rolled off in point. Okay, you can have current volume of 2,000. However, your current volume was only 2,000, which means you don't qualify for the rank on the with still supervisor because you're old and points mean on me. Let me say it one more time, okay? So say you had 1,000 August. So from your orders, your team orders, whatever, y'all only produce 2,000 in current volume. Okay, that 2,000 in current volume for the month is what Vida classifies you as to be able to give you your rank for the month. So your rank will be decided for that month based off of your current volume only. But your carryover volume plus your current volume will give you the volume that you're paid at. So you're going to get paid for the whole 3,000, but it's going to be at the 9% because your current volume for the month was only 2,000. You did not hit the current volume at 2,500 to get paid out at the 10% for a bronze rank. So I hope everybody got that. That is how you understand your volume and how you're paid out on that volume. My next topic, let me get to you. I'm back to my screen. It stopped sharing. Good. Okay. So my next topic is understanding the back office in each week payout. Okay, so understanding the back office and each week's payout. So I sort of kind of just explained that, but I'll go and look at this. I'll pull up. Let me see. Okay, so I'll just pull up mine. I don't care. It doesn't even really matter. Let's see. Hold on. Well, I really don't have to do that. Hold on, let me see. So, let's do this. And I shared this with my team earlier today. And so I don't mind sharing with you guys. I'm going to just share it because I'm being like super vulnerable right now, but it's because I want you guys to get the picture. So I'm going to share the screen again. You guys should be able to see this. So at last I checked, this is what my back office looked like. Okay. So if you guys are able to see the whole screen, Aisha, can you see it? Can y'all see it?
Yes, we can see it.
Awesome. Okay. So this is what it looked like at the last time I checked it. Okay. So for the current weekly, that means that for everybody that I've signed up, the 50% startup went into the current weekly field. And that is what I'll get paid out at 2 weeks after the date that you sign somebody up. Okay. So when you sign somebody up, although you may be under the impression that we get paid every Tuesday for signups, you do, but that only applies if you're signing somebody up every single week, okay? So if you're not signing somebody up weekly, you should look to be paid for your signups 2 pay periods after the signup. So if you go into your current weekly tab, you'll see that they have pay periods in there, period 1 through 20. We're like up to 20 something now. And they'll show you ones that are processing and ones that are showed clear or paid out. Today's Tuesday, so I'm sure there's probably a payment or something that is in there for from 2 weeks ago when I signed somebody up. It probably went to my Paylution today. So understand that you're paid out on your weekly every week, only if you're signing people up weekly. Okay. If you miss a whole week where you haven't signed anybody up, 2 weeks from then, when that Tuesday comes, you probably wouldn't expect to get a payment for that Tuesday. Remember, you're paid every Tuesday, 2 weeks after the time that you sign somebody up. And most times Paylution will make that payment to your account after 5 p.m. on Tuesdays. The same with the 15th of the month. So your current monthly is what your volume and things like that added to your volume as well as your team's volume gave you for a payout. Okay, so just like I explained a few minutes ago, at the end of every month, whatever your point value is that you capped out at, Vida will pay you based off of your rank for that month as well. It doesn't matter if you hit bronze 5 months ago. If your current volume for the month of August doesn't give you a bronze at the end of August, you're going to get paid out at whatever rank your current volume puts you at. Okay. So at the end of that month, they'll multiply your points times whatever that rank percentage is, and that'll be your monthly. Okay. Your monthly comes out on the 15th of every month. So once a month, you can expect to get your monthly check into your Paylution account or on your Paylution card, because they'll give you the option of doing a card. They'll give you an option of having adding a bank account and having it go to Paylution, and you can have it automatically go to your bank account, or it can go to Paylution and you can transfer it to your bank account. So you get a few options of how you can do that. Okay. So as y'all can see from this demonstration, or from what y'all can see on the screen, this is what this month's look like. This is what the weekly look like. So this is what you can expect to get on autopilot for the monthly once you unlock those other forms of income. Okay, so you don't just get the hand in hand. We need everybody to be able to unlock your back office so that you can be able to see the benefits of getting your monthly as well as the current weekly monies when you're signing people up. Like, the money is there. Go get it. Like, go get it. Like, Vida is giving it away. Vida's giving it away. And I know a lot of people, found a little issue with the fact that the back office products went up by $5. If you think about it and how much money they're giving out to us, they're saying, okay, you just told somebody about the opportunity on how to make money, and I'm going to pay you 50% of what they started up. That's free. It's free money just from you telling somebody about it and getting them to sign up. So they have to kind of account for all this money that they're giving out and making sure that when we're going in buying products, they're at least making some of that money back. Like, it's a business. Like, you know, with everything, it's growing pains. The business is not even 2 years old, and for it to be as successful as it is, and for them to be able to give out, like, my back office is minor. This is penny change compared to some of the people that I've seen that are in this business that are getting it. Like, they're getting paid big bucks. Okay, we have some of them direct to us, some of them on our team. I won't mention any names because I'm not wanting to put anybody else's business out there, but I share my own, and that's only because I want you guys to see that it's real. Like, it really happens. It's really there. Like, you know, you're able to get this if you really, you know, apply yourself and you know, put your mind to it and actually work towards that goal. So moving forward, I'm gonna go into the next thing, which is setting up the Paylution account. So I don't know if everybody has gone through the process of setting up or verifying your account. That's very, very important. You don't want to go through all this work to stay active, to sign people up, to get binary qualified, to have all this money, and then you can't get it because you had to set up your Paylution account. So make sure that you go in and you activate your account. If you log into your back office, on the left-hand side, it'll say e-wallet. It'll say e-wallet login. If you click there and it gives you an error message and tell you that you can't log in because you have to first verify your account, follow those instructions. Whatever instructions they give you. It may say you need to provide your social security card or number. It may say if you signed up with an EIN number, you need to provide us your EIN verification number, or your state articles of organization. Or it may say, just give us a valid copy of your ID. Whatever it is that they're requesting, you have to remember that in joining Vida, you have now become your own business owner, okay? So this is your business. You have to nurture it. You have to provide documentation, because at the end of the year, Vida is going to pay you or send you rather a 1099. Like, you're considered a contractor, okay? So you are able to make all the money that you want, but whatever they pay to you through the back office, you're going to receive a 1099 for at the end of the year. So you have to be able to account for that, okay? So they have to be able to account for all the money that they're paying out. So therefore, you have to verify your information so that they can be able to produce the correct tax documents to you at the end of the year, okay? And if you don't verify your information, they hold the access to you making any money in the back office. So you can have tons of money sitting there because you were binary, you were active. The good part about that is your money does not disappear in that instance, okay? The only way that your money disappears is if you made money during a month that you were not active. It's gone, okay? It don't count. It's gone. Or you didn't hit that 120 in volume minimum. It's gone. But if you were binary, you hit that 120, you signed up 10 people, and you got $600 sitting there for your signups, and then you got another $1,000 sitting there for your monthly, and the only thing you didn't do was verify your account. Your money is still there, but you have to verify your account, or you will not get your money until your account is verified. Okay? So, it looks like I've sort of kind of summed up everything in an hour. Yay me. Okay, so I want to just leave y'all with some other keynotes before I open up the line. I see the chat has a lot of stuff in there, so we want to get some of your questions asked and answered and stuff. The first thing I want to say is not everybody is good for business. Y'all ever heard that saying that all money is not good money? And it's not. So don't be afraid for somebody to tell you no, okay? If somebody tells you no, you keep moving, okay? Because in this business, it is better for you to spend 1 minute each with 100 people than spend 100 minutes with one person. Write that down. 1 minute each with 100 people than 100 minutes with one person, okay? If they don't want to do it, don't force them, because what you'll find is that you're forcing somebody to do something that they really don't want to do, and you'll always have to force them to be able to make money. You should not have to force people to make money. They should be motivated, or they would need to be motivated if they really want to be able to unlock and make the money that they want to make. Y'all saw my back office. The month is not even over with yet. We still got 2 more weeks left in the month. Like y'all see what y'all make hand to hand on the tea. Y'all know the money is there. Don't force nobody to go get that. If they really want it, they are going to be motivated. They are going to go for it on their own. You're not going to have to force them to do it. Because if you have to force them now, you're going to have to force them and push them along the whole time. And that's not good for business. Be so consumed and so busy with inviting and introducing this business to so many people that you forgot that this person left you on red, or you forgot that this person told you no, because you got 10 other people within that next hour who told you yes and got on the call. The other thing I want to say, and I want to jump back to the whole thing about this being your business and for tax purposes and stuff. Remember that because this is your business, this is something that you can also claim. So if you also are not doing good bookkeeping as far as keeping up with the sales, keeping up with the orders that you're placing in the back office, keeping up with your gas receipts, guess what? If you delivered tea at any point, at any day, you save that gas receipt because it's now a tax write-off. If you had a meeting with somebody outside of your home to discuss the business with them, or you had to talk to them on your way to while you were sitting in Panera Bread trying to enjoy your breakfast, it's now became a business meeting. Your breakfast and your food is a tax write-off. If you have to talk business on your cell phone, which most of us are, and we're using our cell phone on social media to promote the business, guess what? Your cell phone bill just became a tax write-off. You're conducting business on it. If you have to go buy stamps at the post office or pay for postage to mail tea to somebody, guess what? Those stamps and that postage is a tax write-off. Save your receipts. Make sure that you know how beneficial this is for people who's like, every year, I don't have any dependents. Your business just became your dependent. Itemize. Use it as a tax write-off. If you had to buy a laptop to be able to keep up with the business, it becomes a tax write-off. If you have a home office like I have, and you're using your home office to conduct Zooms or meetings like this, part of your BGE, part of your mortgage, part of your cable, part of your internet bill just became a tax write-off. Make sure that you are keeping track of everything that you do. So growing and part of having a really good business and a lucrative business and a business that works for you, know that your president who's in the office right now is a businessman. He thinks business-wise. All of the new tax laws that were just created recently were created by business owners for business owners. Right now, the business owners are winning. You're winning. You have a business. Use your business to your advantage. If you're not sure how to, know that pretty much everything that you do or you have or you pay for that involves the business is a tax write-off. If you went and bought little pretty bags and frilly bags to put your orders in, it's a tax write-off. Save your receipt. If you got labels printed to put on your orders, it's a tax write-off. Save it. You got to know that everything is a tax write-off. When you have your own business and it's a home-based business, you have to be able to do that record keeping and keep track of all your records so that you can be able to claim and file the things at the end of the year so that your business works for you. Okay, so with that, we are an hour into the recording piece of it. I have pretty much gone over everything on my list and all the things that I have. If there is anybody let me go to the questions in the chat first before we have anybody to unmute and ask anything. Any questions? No questions. All comments so far. Where is the exact website link in the back office? Okay, so I'm assuming you're talking about Kimberly, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm assuming you're talking about the